What is good, family? Welcome back to the channel. Make sure to hit that. Make sure to hit those A's in the chat right now so that I know that you are listening to me through your speakers. Go ahead and throw those A's in the chat right away, and we shall get this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. What is up, family? And good morning to you. JG Nettles, good to see you in the chat. Let's go ahead and share the screen here and go over the market, right? Because there are some interesting opportunities coming up. We're going to start observing this with the SPY. Right, so let's take a look at the SPY here in a 5-minute time frame. It is getting a massive retracement, falling beneath the SMA 50 here. I think personally here that if we start getting that breakdown below the zone of about 486.96, then there could be a very interesting downside here, right? It is a range that we have to consider, but this may be reversing, and it may want to validate a close beneath that EMA 200 on the 5-minute time frame, right? So observing this on the daily, though. Let's see how far back of a retracement we can face. So 487.44 is the current valuation. You can see here that traditional market close was 488.03. This is likely to gap down. There may be a reversal on that gap down, right? To face its 488.03 closing from the prior day, and then continue to the downside here. This is pretty damn frothy. It is way up there. We're starting to get a little bit of curvature here towards that with that stochastic momentum. So there may be something to kind of take a look at there. Okay, so let's move on here. Take a look at Tesla. Tesla is also, this is actually a gap up. It is at 185. Close was 182.63. Let's take a look at a couple moving averages here, because that may be able to give us an answer as to what can happen. First of all, 5-minute time frame, EMA 200 rejection during the early pre. So this is one reason for us to see why this thing can continue to the downside, right? But something is telling me that we may be able to retrace back down, or I don't know if we're going to be able to get all the way down to that 182.63, but things are absolutely possible. That would require for price action to bounce from around this pivot here. We have two pivots, right? We have that 183.50 to that 183.04, retracement back to that SMA 50, and then we could actually see if that can continue to the downside here to the prior day close, which is right at about that 182.63, right? So that trajectory there may actually have to happen in order for us to get that downside. Remember that at the entrance of this crazy market, those first 30 minutes to an hour, it's high volatility there, man. You can actually do a complete breakdown for moving averages and pivotal points without the retracement back to validation. So just make sure to play that with discretion, right? And please be very safe as to how you try and do that. Okay, so huge gap up here on the daily for SPY, right? We have that 193.06 to pretty much all the way to 206. On the daily at Tesla, right? We have that 206, 193.14 to 206. So this area here, not really likely to get filled first. If for some weird reason the price action does reverse to that 193.14, expect a huge amount of resistance right inside of that. Okay, so I personally, I don't see that as a potential here for it to just reverse all the way back up to that daily gap level, right? 193. So let's just take a look at the 12-hour time frame, see if there's any potential within that. In fact, the 193 has it looks like it has your EMA 7 right in there, so that may be a potential. Okay, so I don't know if it's going to continue to the upside, but usually what ends up happening as a pop-up or a pop-down inside of the pre-market, when you go into the open of the traditional market session, there tends to be a reversal to face its newly converted support or resistance to validate it as the new acting support or resistance. Okay, so those are a little bit of critical rules in there, right? I know that it can be a little confusing to hear that, but it is important to know that that's how to observe things, right? So let me pull up here a quick little invite and just remind everyone here in YouTube that the Arca Bulls trading team is absolutely killing it. We are definitely way in the money and continuing on. So please make sure to hit that link and join the Arca Bulls trading team, right? Because we are absolutely playing these plays, the guided trades all through the market, right? So all through the market hours. We were actually at this at around 5:15 a.m. today to play American Express. No pop there, but everything is good. We were also there to play the after hours earnings on Visa. We had a pop down. Really interesting play though, right? We couldn't actually catch a great entry on that for the entire team, but it's all good, right? So PayPal, we were looking at PayPal the other day, but before that, actually, let me look at NVIDIA, as NVIDIA is presenting a potential opportunity here too. I have about 6 minutes left to stream here on YouTube, so just know that I'm going to be going dark at 6:25, and I'm going to get this thing ready with the Arca Bulls trading team. All right, you guys, so make sure to hit that link in the chat so that you can come back here and join the Arca Bulls trading team. All right, so I'm just putting out that reminder there that I would like to see you there. Okay, so here is the validation process happening with NVIDIA. Remember that anything can happen in the first minutes of the market open, right? So this is starting to fall beneath the EMA 200. This is likely a retracement back into that SMA 50 of 610.64. I think that our biggest movers right now are looking like it's going to be NVIDIA and potentially Tesla, right? So Tesla, I'm not sure that I can get the upside continuation here. This may be a complete fake out here. And also, it looks like NVIDIA also faked out right up here at that SMA 200. Getting that fake out there would entail a further downside, right? So this is completely capitulating here, right? Heading right down into that 610.74 of the SMA 50. Expect a bounce there, right? That 610.74, there could be a short-term bounce here to validate either the EMA 79 and the SMA 5 or the EMA 200, right? We may be able to zigzag ourselves back into that top side and then grab the NVIDIA break of the SMA 50 and continuation to the downside, right? We're just at about 6:20 a.m. Pacific time. So we're at 10 minutes just before market open, right? So this is that break of the SMA 50, and this is what I told you that can happen during the volatile hours, right? So let's see if this thing can get a bounce right there. But if it starts closing this candle here inside of the SMA 50, then your SMA 50 would be your new resistance, and this would start introducing a huge breakdown, right? So this would be support levels, I would say right down into here, a little bit of a range between 609.16, 608.54, right? You get another inflection point right around the 607.94, but those are really, really temporary, or 607.81, right? Followed by your main pivots right down here. 606.31 is a main one. Let's go over the main ones instead. 608.54 main. You have this 606.41, and obviously you're going to have the pre-market low at right around 601.52, which matches the post-market low as well, right? So we are in. Say again. Hold on. Let me put you in. Say that again, buddy. Now we can hear you.
Okay, we might get an opening range. Either we break the 200 or the 50 EMA on opening bell
At NVIDIA.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is looking like
Those
it's
are
got
range.
high promise, brother. Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. So those bottom side targets down here, we're looking at a 601.24. It's conditional. Remember, it is conditional. You don't want to get faked out in this area, but NVIDIA is a mover right now. Tesla is definitely another mover. We want to wait for that thing to break down. Netflix is still not ready. We got to see a breakdown beneath that SMA 50. It's currently holding support at prior day's high, and that's we don't know if this is going to be able to continue to the upside or not. But so far, it's a very, very tiny gap down. Or gap up, sorry, from yesterday's close at 562. It's at 563.50. That may actually introduce that 562 validation, which actually has a lot of confluence here with the SMA 50.
It looks like it might be an aggressive trade.
Yeah. And which one did you say, sorry?
50, NVIDIA. Breaking the 50 should bring us back down to 602, honestly.
So, yeah, that 602 target,
critical. You got to pull up the 50 SMA.
The 50.
Remember, SMAs are a little better on the 5.
Yeah. So this is your SMA 50 right down here, and this is your EMA 200 paired with the SMA 200, right? So you got those two SMAs here with the paired with the EMA 200 right in between. Breaking this SMA 50. Yeah, I agree with Cryptic Trader. It is completely powerful.
EMA 50.
You're looking at your EMA 50. Let's see how that looks, because remember yesterday we were kind of experimenting with that oscillation between both of the EMA 50 and the SMA 50. I found something curious within there, man. Let's take a look. Yeah, very similar in price, right? But it's still slightly upside of it, right? So 610.90. Well, you're gonna get it. Let's see. That's a 610.
Also add your simple 100.
610.68. Wait. Why isn't it there? Oh, right. Yesterday we stopped them because we were giving the example of the breakdown of the death cross.
There's your break.
Yeah.
That's your break.
That's your break here, the true break. And also, team, know that this 610 is also important. So it's good that we break down beneath the SMA 100 as well. Right? So
it looks like a 100 break on the opening bell should introduce an aggressive trade down to 602.
See if we can get that morning volatility. That's going to be a nice, interesting play down there. So we're getting ready to exit the YouTube stream, you guys, and we'll be able to see you in there. Make sure to click on that link, and we'll be able to catch you inside of the Discord trading community. Okay, so make sure to hit that as soon as humanly possible. So from there, I don't think. AMD is still in play, right? This is a massive gap down here. It's at 176.34. We closed at 180.33. There may be a huge amount of volatility on AMD as well, as it is actually presenting itself. Damn, all of my moving averages did the exact same thing. All of these tickers are facing some gap down, but I will say that the biggest ones It's looking like it's going to be volatility on Tesla, Nvidia, and potentially AMD. There is a play in PayPal, but I'm not going to go over that as we're completely out of time. So, team, thank you so much for coming on by. Really, really love that you were able to see us here. D's Nuts, thank you so much. Yes, that was going to be the CPE is already out.
AMD has the same thing going as Nvidia, by the way. A break of the 200 down to 173.
Down to that, yeah, down to that. Oh, actually, 175.85 of the break of this thing, and then yeah, we could see that 172.82, 173 in there. Completely agreed.
Yeah,
yeah, 173.75.
200.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, let me go ahead and sign out here from the YouTube, and we will be good to go. So thank you so much for coming on by, team, and I will see you inside of the Arca Bulls training program.
Nvidia right now.
Hell yeah!
You gotta look on the break, and then test a little later.
There we go. So you got that last word in there from Cryptic Trader himself, team. So let's go ahead and just sign out here, and we'll be good to go. Let's see. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Never, 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 ever, 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 ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well a very, very good rest of your day. And I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios, team. Yeah.